Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic and this is another reaction to Hunter x Hunter. It is episode 63 and as always, if you want to see the reaction itself, just go down into my descriptions, follow the links, replace the parentheses dot parts with real dots and enjoy. Once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear my thoughts about this episode. So, see you soon. To those that came back, welcome back. That was a nice episode, I like it. I like Biscuit. She is entertaining. So, a bit older, right? 57, but still in good shape. And she uses, if I got that correctly, her nen to still look younger than she is. Possibly like the dream of many people, to look younger than they are. So, why not? She was the sensei of Wing, which is interesting. And I mean, it kind of felt like it had to be, right? And she's the new one to train the boys. And honestly, from what I've seen, I really like her kind of training. I'm not so much into the idea what she did with Binolt, because she threatened to kill him, which, by the way, she didn't do. So if she would have gone through with that, I think I would have questioned her a lot, because it's about justice, right? So he was a murderer, okay, but who are you to kill a murderer? Because in this case, you are yourself. You're taking justice into your hand. Sure, they're pro-hunters, so I think they do have some kind of legitimation. Holy heck. I don't know. They're allowed to do it, possibly. But in the end, she let him go, and I think she did let him go because, on the one hand, Gon said so, and on the other hand, I think she felt the change in him, and the realization that he did never want to go with a life like that. You could question whether this change in him happened due to the fact that he was faced with death. Possibly, who knows? Or maybe because he saw the boys transform and change and what they are able to, and kind of like, I mean, it's also wild, right? That he kind of may have thought due to them about his past. I see. There was she did let him go, and I think it's both of this what was in it. In the beginning, she showed very much that she's on a completely different level than the boys, and that is interesting because I always perceived, as example, Hisoka as being extremely good, but the boys had at least a chance against him. I mean, not really much, right? But it was like it feels like she is on a higher level than Hisoka to me, and I mean by far. So that's interesting. She did let Binolt cut off her hair, which and it hasn't grown back yet, so I'm a bit surprised about that. So she does not seem to be too much about outer appearance, although it seemed like, because she still wants to look like a young girl, right? So she's an interesting character. There's a lot in her. She has this strange, what I put out here, it's a strange need to polish diamonds and other gems. So she's looking for the diamonds, for the gems, and the boys are, to her, a diamond and a sapphire. So very fitting. I like that view of her on them. And I really like her training style of making them just dig, making them realize themselves stuff, because that is, I think, a major important thing. Someone telling you what is right and what is wrong and what you have to know and should know, you may take that in, but you don't have to, you know? It's like this, yeah, okay, you say so. But if you realize yourself, hey, I can use my aura to imbue this shovel, and then it's easier. It is something you acquired yourself. You learned yourself. You are very likely proud about learning and understanding it yourself, and that is something you will never lose. It is your own moment, your own idea. She knew about that, and she just set up the area for the boys to develop themselves. That's really nice. I mean, this is high-level teaching material she does there, right? So she is someone who did that before, who is experienced. Makes sense, being the sensei of Wing. And we can guess that when Wing, I think he called someone in the past, it was possibly her. She didn't know it was them, but nice. She knows Jinx as well, which is good, which is a cool thing. We learned now about Jinx that he's one of the top 5 Nen users. And she is there to acquire a gem. I mean, not much of a surprise, right? So I think it couldn't have gone better for the boys there. It really, really did go well. They improved a lot in the training with Binolt already. They will improve further with the help of Biscuit. And it's surprisingly good for them right now. Why not? Cool one. Really, really good. She said something about Gon, which might be a foreshadowing and is not so much of a surprise there. That he has a very pure heart, that he is very just gentle and nice to everyone, but that might be his downfall somewhere in the future, and I completely agree. It's a very typical storyline that there is this like always good, always nice person who is used by others due to this, who not completely understanding that there are evil people out there who are completely evil and do not care at all. Due to that, will fall because they will stab his back, because he just cannot believe someone being so distrustful and misusing. I see this as a potential, but then the old question that comes with characters like that is, should they change? Because wouldn't that lower them? Wouldn't that weaken them? They wouldn't be the person they are then. So yes, it might happen someone in the future, but I would still inspire Gon to really do as he does all the time. Trust and live this trust and the good faith that he has. It makes him special, it makes him so likable, right? So charming. They gave us a little bit other insights, so we know about Killua, that he got some specific training from his family. So this holding the rope with stone thing, he was kind of used to it, makes sense. So he did not sorry. So he did not fail there, while Gon really had to struggle. But then, and that's back to the statement from the beginning with Hisoka, while Killua had a slight chance against Hisoka in the past, I would say, Biscuit slapped him, although he was on full alert and he did not see it coming. He just realized he was slapped, he was hit in the moment when when it burned. So you could argue, being on high alert, she did not really want to hurt him or kill him, so she had no evil intentions there. And due to that, it did not trigger as much as it would normally have. But still, she got her hand on him, into his face even, and he did not see it coming at all. So she is really good at what she does. I asked myself if or if not we will see Binolt again. I mean, he said he will hand himself over to the police or whatever. So he realized the mistakes of his ways. I want to believe it's going like that, but I don't know if it will. Let's say he really does see the error of his ways in the past, and he wants to hand himself over. But what happens if they are putting him into jail, or even something like a death sentence is named? Will he really go through with it, or will he try to escape them? And will he be forced by society and by what is happening and by his own past back on the track he was on before? We will see. So it might be we see him again in a negative way. It might be that we see him in a surprisingly positive way, that he is someone helping out the boys somewhere in the future. Or he is just, like a random character who just popped in for a moment to make a statement to the boys about their power level. And to help them train for a moment. We will see. I think that's it already this time. Not so much more, but we have been at least into the City of Magic by now. So I'm pretty sure we are going there again. She makes them dig. So let's see where all of this is going for. Right now she's just training them and she does it really good. That's it for me this time. Until the next time, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. My name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.